Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Son of Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today's pick a card reading, by the way, for anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I'm going to read your cards today. So in today's pick a card reading, the question is, what do you need to hear right now? Okay, so we're going to look at the cards, what you need to hear right now in this very moment, what your spirit guides want you to hear right here, right now, in this very moment, okay? I don't want to make this intro too long. In the next clip, you can choose between 3 images. If you feel indecisive or a little bit stuck between 2 piles, you can go on Google, use a number generator, and ask your spirit guides to come through and help you pick the right number, meaning the right pile for you, okay? So without further ado, we're going to look at what you need to hear right now in this very moment on this particular day. Okay, so I would say I'm going to see in your reading, guys. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out, what do you need to hear right now in this very moment, okay? The interesting thing is, with you, I got so many downloads. The reading started before I even clicked film, you know. So there's a lot coming through. I got a lot of downloads with your pile. I also want to mention, if you chose pile number 3, in the last reading where I talked about, I think it was called What is Hidden from You. If you chose pile number 3 in the last pick a card reading, where I was talking about what is hidden from you, you definitely chose the right pile, because energy is here from pile 3 from the last pick a card reading, okay? You will know why I'm saying that as soon as I start channeling and talking. Just wanted to let you guys know that if you chose pile number 3 in the last pile, in the last pick a card, this is definitely your confirmation that you are right on this pile, okay? Or this pile is the right one for you. As usual, I'm going to channel the energy first and then we're going to look at the cards together, okay? So as I said, there was a lot coming through before I even started your reading. Okay, so let me tap in. I heard the song, if I close my eyes, I'm channeling, guys. I heard the song Sweet Life by Frank Ocean, and I particularly heard the sentences, satellite needs a receiver, and I also heard can't turn the signal fully off. Okay, these are like sentences in the lyrics here. So with you guys, pile number 1, there's something about you getting a signal. I'm picking up the energy. There's something about I'm being brought to a scenario with like old TVs or like a, you know, like an old radio where you still had this antenna, okay, or the satellite to pick up the signals so that you can watch a certain TV show or that you can hear a certain radio station. Now the interesting thing with you guys here is it almost feels like because I'm being brought to like a radio station where you know, you're trying to channel the right thing, right? You try to get to the right radio channel, but there's like some disturbance when it starts to do shh, shh, and then you try to fine tune or regulate to be or to fully hear the signal, okay? Or something about, you know, adjusting the antenna or adjusting the satellite to receive the right TV show, okay? And I'm being brought to some type of disturbance, which we talked about in the last reading in pile number 3. Okay, this is only for the people who watched pile number 3 in the last reading, but it's definitely connected, okay? There's something about a disturbance. I also have new neighbors, and I don't know what they're doing above me, but it's kind of loud, and they have been disturbing my sleep for the last couple of days, you know, because they're very like active at night. So they're quite loud. When people sleep, they start to do all the furniture or build furniture and stuff like that, okay? Because I'm picking up there's an energy that might have been disturbing you, okay, in the last couple of days and weeks. And what Spirit wants you to know is that this disturbance is soon ending, or is ending. I'm hearing in the next couple of days and weeks, this disturbance is ending, or there's an end to that disturbance. When I say disturbance, this could be a person who has been disturbing your peace, your sleep, whatever, whoever, okay? This could be a person that has been, you know, like crossing your boundaries and therefore disturbing your privacy. And sometimes those things happen energetically. If they don't happen face to face, people can also sometimes try to penetrate our energy, okay? Just as you receive signs, symbols, and synchronicities from your spirit guides, you can also receive energy from other people, right? You know, when you sit in a bus and you're minding your business and then you pick up an energy in the air that somebody's watching you, and then when you look up, you see this person looking at you. That's what it feels like, okay? So for some of you guys, this was a particular person, okay, that has kind of like been disturbing your antenna, your satellite, okay? Because they have been sending energy your way with lurking on your page, with dreaming about you, talking about you, sending energy your way. Okay, I talked about that in the last pile. If you are new to my channel, maybe you want to check out the last reading. The last reading is called What Are You Not Seeing? Okay, and it's pile number 3. And for others of you, I'm picking up a strong energy of the end of falseness, the end of false people, the end of sabotage, wherever it comes from. The end of self-sabotage. So for some of you guys, this is not even tied to a person, but you've noticed a pattern where you self-sabotage. And Spirit is saying you're learning your lesson right now, so much so that you overcome or master self-sabotage. It will no longer be such a big part in your life, okay? There's something about mastering self-sabotage to the point where things start to work out for you, because you no longer, you point out the patterns of you self-sabotaging, and you find a solution to bring that self-sabotage to an end. For others of you, I'm picking up the energy. There's something about like false people leaving your life, or an energy of like, again, some type of disturbance that has been hunting or haunting you the last couple of weeks and months. Could be because a person is sending you negative energy, or because you had a fallout with a person, whatever, whoever that situation was about. I'm hearing that is also coming to an end. So sabotage in general, or disturbance in general, is finally coming to some type of end, okay? And when I heard the word satellite, I was also brought to another song. There's a lot of songs with you coming through here. Pie number 1, I heard the song Satellite Flight by Kid Cudi. And then he says, in the song he says, yeah, your spirit guides are here, so they want me to talk about it. So the lyrics, the first sentences in that song, Kid Cudi says, and the story goes, a man will come and save the universe from the forces of evil. Sounds very dramatic, but again, for some of you guys, you have been dealing with a little bit of a darker energy, okay? When it comes to people, when it comes to false people. And then again, for others of you, this was your own energy where you found yourself, damn, I'm really self-sabotaging myself, or I'm really thinking negatively about this project, although it's a really good project, or although I've done really, really great the last couple of weeks, why am I so negative to myself, okay? I'm hearing this is coming to an end, and I'm hearing there's so much coming through here, guys. And I'm hearing there's gonna be a significant change in your life. I'm not just talking about, well, it could be, you know, like changing your diet, but for me this feels like a huge change that would take place the next couple of weeks and months, because you learned your lesson when it comes to self-sabotage, or you learned your lesson when it comes to protecting yourself from the energy of other people, okay? The satellite and the antenna energy also brings me to you being super duper receptive to people's energy, okay? Meaning that you sometimes pick up or absorb other people's energy, and I'm picking up the energy here that you're going to find a way to protect yourself better from not taking on other people's negative energy or negative thoughts. Because for me, it feels like you're almost like a sponge. You being so receptive, right? Kind of like an insect, kind of like a butterfly, or like some type of insects who has like certain antennas, right? Meaning they pick up a lot of things in the air. They pick up a lot of things in the air. For some reason, I'm also being brought to Halloween. For some of you guys, if you've chosen to be an alien for Halloween, or you used to have a costume where you were an alien, Spirit wants me to, you know, confirm to you that you chose the right path. Something about like an alien costume is significant here. Or for some of you guys, you might have felt like you might have thought about aliens, or you might have always felt like an alien where you are living or in your friend circle, okay? Ooh, there's something going on, because the song Satellite Flight is really up there. He said, I would take you to the satellite and fly you to the moon. So there's something really, really significant taking place. It almost feels like, yeah, it feels like getting signals. You know, you're getting signals by your spirit guides, but there's also people, again, when you sit somewhere and you can feel an energy around you and somebody's looking at you, you know, you're reading your book, you look up and there's somebody looking at you. That's what it feels like energetically speaking. Even if you are at home by yourself, there's something about like some people looking at you and sending you energy. But again, I'm picking up the energy here that Spirit is showing you a way to protect yourself better, or to have better boundaries, or to properly cleanse yourself, or to have some type of protection around you, okay? Hearing, you're very, very receptive. You have certain, like you have antennas right now, or you're developing antennas, okay, that pick up a lot of things, and it almost feels like you can get irritated, just like an insect. They can get irritated if it's too much, and then it disturbs the radio station, okay? So I'm picking up an energy of like, if you felt like you got mixed signals from the universe about a particular question, about a particular situation, this might have been that your spirit guides already showed you the truth, but your truth has been disturbed by another force. Does that make sense? Okay. Just as your spirit guides can send signals to you, people can send signals to you, especially if people are aware of telepathy, okay? There's something about telepathy, or somebody's trying to communicate to you, but I'm picking up the energy of like, if it is particularly a person, okay? Their communication is more of like a little bit manipulative, you know, almost as if they want to change your opinion about something. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, no, I want to do this, and then this other person doesn't want you to do what you plan to do, so they send you kind of like signals. I hope she's not doing it. I hope Pi number one's not doing it. I hope Pi number one's thinking about me. Yeah, your spirit guides are here. Okay. And again, for others of you, this is an energy of like self-sabotage that might still be tied to people, like what people said to you when you were younger, you got bullied, and you still have certain beliefs in your head about what bullying people or the people that bullied you thought about you. You took those thoughts and sentences and words that people threw at you as your own. And I'm hearing you're cleansing yourself from that, okay? There's going to be a huge change when it comes to you're no longer self-sabotaging yourself, or an energy can no longer sabotage you anymore or manipulate you anymore, okay? Because it feels like energy manipulation, to be honest with you, okay? Okay. They told me now I can show you the cards. Let me see. Yeah. Because to me, it almost feels like, because I picked up the song Frank Ocean, Sweet Life, okay, which means that there's something very, very sweet coming to you. But it almost feels like, again, there's some type of like disturbance, as if you want to listen to your favorite song in the radio station, but something else is disturbing the signal. That's what it feels like, okay? But again, this is coming to an end. If you have been feeling like people try to sabotage you, or you felt like, man, I'm really trying to achieve my goals, and now I see how much negative thoughts I have about myself. I'm hearing and seeing that you are overcoming this chapter in your life, okay? And there's a lot of like breathing in your reading, where I really have to like catch my breath here. I'm hearing a lot of you guys, you felt like you're running, your spirit guides are here, wow. I'm hearing that you felt like it felt like you're running on a treadmill, or you're running to get to a particular place, and Spirit wants you to catch your breath here. They want you to catch your breath. Okay. I'm also hearing breath work for some of you guys, that breath work is needed, or maybe Spirit wants you to, yeah, there's something about deep breathing. Because when I started your reading, there was something about like heavy breathing, like a very, very fast, you know, as if I was running like a mile. So for some of you guys, maybe you are on a treadmill, or you usually go on a treadmill when you are at the gym. Or for others of you, this could also indicate that you running on a treadmill or you going for a run is actually really, really good for your health. If you have been thinking about it, that's a confirmation here, okay? So let me show you the cards here. We have the Three of Cups. And it's interesting because today is full moon and we have a full moon here, okay? We have the Seven of Swords here, which is the sabotaging energy. May that come from yourself, from your past traumas, or may that come from a particular person, okay? We don't know, or you would only know your situation here. It might even be both, okay? We also have Capricorn here, okay? Which is equivalent, I don't know if you say equivalent, in tarot, that could be the Devil card, but it could also be the 10th house, which is career or reputation. And then we have the Death card here. Okay, as well as you will be meeting your future spouse within the next few weeks and months. Now, this is my future spouse deck. I'm using this for this reading because Spirit told me to, but I'm not necessarily talking about your future spouse. I'm reading this intuitively, basically here, okay? Alrighty. And we also have the card here, Take Note. It's the number 22. Maybe for some of you guys, the number means something to you. The card says your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices, we talked about it. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Again, it's like something is disturbing the signal because there's a clear answer to your question, but it has been disturbed, okay? by some type of energy here. And I actually want to read this card out from the book because Spirit told me to. Okay, so give me a moment here. 22. So it says, take a moment to really hear what is being said. Put aside any preconceptions and allow yourself to imagine a new approach to the situation. Stepping back and paying attention in this way will enhance your inner voice and bring new insight. You can honor stillness while listening to others. By doing this, you will create better relationships and allow your inner light and love to shine out towards others as a means of communication. I told you there's some signal here coming through, okay? Because in pile number 3 in the last reading, there was like something disturbing the reading, okay? You may find it easier to feel this in your body. Imagine how it would feel to engage in what is being offered by another. For example, note how your body anticipates a dinner you are invited to. Does it feel relaxed and calm? Or do you feel tight and stressed? Your body's response to an opportunity or a conversation might signal whether something is a good fit for you. Your body acts as a barometer. It takes in what is happening and gives you feedback accordingly. Listen to your body to receive more clarity. So there's something about pay attention to your bodily symptoms or your bodily sensations when you talk to a person, when you are in a conversation, when you're thinking about an offer, when you think about an idea. Okay, there's something about become more in tune with your body, because your body will, I'm hearing your body will always tell you the truth. People lie. Words are not always the truth, but your body will always tell you the truth about a person, how you feel in their surroundings, how you feel about an offer. Your body, because my bodily sensations are very, very intense in your reading, almost as if like heavy breathing, but also fast breathing, okay, and an energy of like calmness, but I also feel an energy of like like heaviness and stuff like that. So there's something about work with your body, okay? Do not ignore the signals and signs that your body gives you, because this is basically like your satellite. Your body is your satellite. When you receive signals, how your how your satellite is responding to that tells you a lot, okay? It says the oh, that's cute. Okay, the Hawaiian monk seal is the only seal native to Hawaii. It is currently an endangered species. Monk seals, and it's interesting because monks bring me back to like gurus and stuff like that. And I also talked about that in pile number 3 in the last reading, where I said that you were very, very in something about your past life. So I feel an energy like for a lot of you guys, you used to be like a monk or a guru in past life, okay? Again, this is tied to the other pick a card reading, pile number 3, okay? Monk seals are very curious. Curiosity and imagination can be the spark needed to create a new flow of energy. Listen to your inner voice or intuition and follow the guidance you are receiving. Okay, so there's something about you have been sending a question out into the universe, and the universe says, well, we already sent you the answer, but the answer might have been disturbed by something else, okay? Or your body will always tell you the truth here, okay? But let me get a few more cards. What I'm picking up here is there's something significant taking place, either in your career the next few weeks and months, or when it comes to your friend circle or the people that you associate with, okay? But let's get a few more cards here. There's definitely a big change in the air. And I'm also hearing, because there's such a big change in the air, and I'm also hearing you know more than you think, okay? So you might tell yourself, I don't know what this is all about, but you actually know what it is about. You just sometimes don't trust yourself, you know? Because I'm picking up that you pick up a big change in the air which almost feels like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, or that you maybe find yourself being a little bit anxious sometimes and you don't know why. Now again, this could be, the anxiousness again could be that you pick it up from another person who's sending you signals. But this could also be you pick up a huge change. If you would know about this change, or if you would know what would happen, you would probably be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And since your body is so receptive, it almost feels like you can pick up the future, like your body picks up the future. Or yeah, it's interesting because if you talk to a person and you feel very, very uncomfortable in when you are around them, your body will do all weird stuff, like you get a rash or you start scratching yourself and stuff like that. Of course, sometimes it can be nervousness, but you have to kind of like decipher where it comes from. But it can also foretell you the future, that if you continue to be with this person, there might be something negative coming to you because you already feel negative in their surroundings, okay? But again, take it with a grain of salt. This is just for a particular person is what I'm picking up here, okay? And then for others of you, there is an energy of a lot of changes coming to you. They're also saying take note. So there's almost this energy of like the veil to the spirit realm in your case is very, very thin, meaning you will pick up more than usual the next couple of weeks and months. Your spirit guides will talk to you more than usual the next couple of weeks and months. It almost feels like, yeah, I'm hearing the veil is thin, meaning that you pick up a lot, but there's almost this energy of like making sure that you don't pick up the wrong signal. Does that make sense? Or to tune in. I'm hearing to tune into the right station. Okay, let's see. What do you want pile number 1 to hear today? Have the 6 of Wands. Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible energy. Let me show that to you. Look at that. 6 of Wands. I'm hearing this full moon. Well, it doesn't make sense because, or it could be if you watch my reading, because the full moon is on the 9th and today's the 9th, but I'm probably going to post this pick a card like a few days later, that something significant happened last full moon, which would be the 9th of October, or next full moon, okay? Or the significant change might happen between the last full moon and the next full moon, okay? So pay attention to that. What do you want pile number 1 to know? We have the Sun card here, listen. Okay. That's freaking amazing. Wow, and the 10 of Pentacles. I cannot. This is wild. And the 10 of Cups. This is wild. I can't. Guys, you saw me shuffling. Oh my God. I don't know what is going on in your life, but let me tell you, the next couple of weeks and months are probably going to be one of the most beautiful months and weeks you've ever experienced. Wow. The 10 of Cups is happiness at home, happiness like a harmonious family, beautiful family life. But this can also talk about meeting the love of your life, okay? This can talk about having there's something, wow. And then we have the Sun card and the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, let me say it like that. What I'm picking up here is if you felt scared about the future, or if you had anxious thoughts or anxious feelings about the future, Spirit is saying you were only anxious because you picked up or absorbed another person's energy. This is not what the cards are telling me. The cards are, and we talked about Frank Ocean's Sweet Life, right? Because I picked up Sweet Life by Frank Ocean, which talks about a beautiful, sweet life. Everything is going well. And look at the cards. The rainbow, the angel, two people loving each other. There's going to be like exceptionally good energy at home with your family, with your friends, and potentially you meeting the love of your life. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups is the person that you will have a family with, the person that you will probably, look at that. The guy is owed, the person that you will probably become owed with, okay? Or you already are in a marriage. I'm seeing really, really, really beautiful times ahead. And the interesting thing is, again, sorry guys if there's so much coming through, bear with me. In the song Satellite Flight by Kid Cudi, he always says, I don't know if you know Kid Cudi, but he's always like, you know, like that's, you know, his signature in songs. And he says, no worries. And that's what I'm picking up here. And it says, within the next few weeks and months, there's something about an abundance of happiness. I'm hearing it's too good to be true. Everything is going so well that it's almost too good to be true. And that's the moment where a person needs to be aware of self-sabotage. But I'm picking up you already are learning your lesson currently, or you're closing the cycle, okay? Because it almost feels like what I'm picking up here is people who say life cannot be this sweet, but that is just they are right to some extent, but this and that can be true. Okay, so what I'm picking up here is, yes, life will not always be sweet, but sometimes there's really a few months, a few weeks where everything is smooth sailing, everything is going well, everything is going fine, because most of the times we go through a very dark period. But the way the universe works, we have the moon, we have the sun, we have rain, we have sunshine, right? We have darkness, we have light. What comes down must come up again. So the period where we are down and it's dark and stuff like that cannot stay when we are actively trying to self-improve. Because when we are actively trying to self-improve, we are walking towards the light. Okay, I want to self-improve. Now let me do something about that. And that way, when you choose to make a difference in your life, because that's the only reason why people stay in a dark energy. When they say, I don't want to make changes, I accept my reality as it is, that's why people stay in the dark. But the people who say, okay, let me take a breather, let me look at what I'm doing wrong, why am I attracting this, what's going on with me, what is my body telling me, you are already walking out of the darkness, even if it's very, very slow, towards the light. Okay? And this is what I'm picking up here. It almost feels like you're walking towards the light, where there's so much happiness within your family. There's so much happiness with your partner. For a lot of you guys, you are going to meet the love of your life the next couple of weeks and months. I mean, what am I supposed to say? We have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles talks about family. We have the 10 of Cups. This is completion, and we talked about how some type of cycle is completed. I'm picking up the energy. The cycle of darkness is completed because you learned so much in the darkness. You learned about your own patterns. You learned about how you self-sabotage. You learned about how other people can sabotage and manipulate. You learned, I'm hearing you learned it all, okay? You learned how you sometimes stand in your own way, and you also learned how other people sometimes stand in your way, right? And I'm hearing, and now nothing stands in your way. As cheesy as it sounds, but what am I supposed to say? Okay, for a lot of you guys, I'm seeing here there's a lot of money coming to you when it comes to your career, when it comes to some people wanting to become self-employed. There's a lot of money that is going to come in, which might be the reason why you're going to be so happy, because you can help your family out, or maybe somebody in your surroundings, particularly like your sister, your brother, somebody's going to bring good news home in your family, and you're going to be super duper happy about it. There's something about like, oh, there's plenty of money to buy mom a new car, and there's plenty of money to pay my sister's bills that she was worried about, or there's an energy of like, I'm hearing miraculous money or miraculous solutions coming, okay? There's something going on here. This could be your partner, Okay, your future spouse coming in, bringing so much joy, so much light, so much blessings to you and your family. This could be your current partner making a super duper good decision or a super duper good deal when it comes to work, okay? That is going to bring a lot of happiness, because I'm seeing a lot of harmony, a lot of rainbow energy at home with your family, with your friends, with your partner, with your future partner. But at the same time, it is also tied. Yeah, I'm hearing picture perfect. Okay, and the word, like perfect is very questionable, but that's what it is going to feel like. And I'm hearing you learned to work with the dark energy of self-sabotage. So much so that you are now ready for this picture perfect energy, because you were not ready for that before. You would have sabotaged that picture perfect energy. And again, this doesn't last forever. But can we just lean back and enjoy the sweet life for a few weeks and a few months until the next challenge comes? Okay, that's what it feels like. You went through so many challenges the last couple of weeks and months, where Spirit is saying, okay, pie number 1 was very diligent, has had a lot of endurance, learned a lot. You sat down with yourself. You have been thinking, talking to your spirit guides. How can I change? How can I become better? You put a lot of work into, your work, or making more money than usual, or somehow manifesting abundance, somehow manifesting some type of recognition, okay? Because the 6 of Wands comes from the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is a lot of challenges, a lot of people standing in your way, or you having to compete with other people, okay? Spirit is saying here, if you have any negative thoughts about your future, this is disturbance, because it is not reality, okay? I usually talk about like light and darkness works together. Yes, it does. But sometimes, when in summer season, there is a lot of sunshine, right? Of course, there are rainy days, but sometimes there's also a period where the sun is shining for 2 weeks straight. And that's what it feels like. That's what you're walking into, okay? You're walking into public recognition, recognition at work, recognition in your family. You're walking into a lot of abundance, fulfillment, being happy at your job, being happy with how you look, being very, very confident, being happy with the money that you make, being happy that you were able to manifest some type of abundance in your life, being able that you finally manifested, being happy that you finally manifested the love of your life, being happy that you are able to help somebody in your family financially, or being happy that you hear good news about your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your partner, how they are excelling at work, at their career, which brings more money in. Hi, number 1, this is really good energy. Again, if you have any anxiety about your future, this is so not the truth. Yeah, again, it's like signals that tell you the truth and signals that tell you lies. That's what it feels like. The truth is you're going to be successful in whatever you have been thinking about, okay? You're going to reach your goals. You're going to be able to manifest a huge amount of money. You're going to be able, or you're going to manifest some type of like public recognition, going viral, manifesting something very, very huge in your life that really might change the family dynamic to the better. Okay, I'm hearing, instead of bringing more problems, you bring more blessings to your family, or there's more blessings coming into your family, or somebody who's going to be an addition to your family. Okay, that be a child, or may that be your future spouse. They're going to bring blessings. There's something about blessings are coming in here. But again, there's some type of sneaky energy here. Let me maybe tap into that, okay? Because I'm hearing somebody wants to ruin the party, or wants to run on your parade. Let's see. Because I keep feeling like a heavy energy here. But this heavy energy is not from your cards. This is not your energy here, is what I'm picking up. To be honest with you, because the Capricorn card also is the devil, okay? The devil energy, meaning that There's something up in the air. Spirit, can you tell me what the Seven of Swords is about? The Hierophant. I'm hearing somebody's acting childish, or this is somebody who's very immature, or like a very immature energy here. Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords here? Queen of Swords. I'm hearing you already know the truth, or you already know who this person might be that is childish, or that sometimes puts, like, I'm hearing, says things that are stuck in your head but are not to your highest good. I don't know what this, again, for some of you guys, this is not your message, because I'm picking up that for some of you guys, you have been feeling like you are spiritually attacked, or somebody sending you negative energy, okay? And this is what I want to talk about here. And again, for others of you, this is just your mind playing tricks on you, because really, if you take anything away from my reading, let me tell you, your future looks so bright that it almost feels like it's picture perfect, or people will feel like, how's that possible? Or you might be manifesting or reaching a goal that felt impossible. There's something about making the impossible possible, or a lot of blessings coming into you, coming into your family, people coming into your life that bring blessings to you. Look at that. Did you see that, or did you hear that? You know, the candle started to, the candle wax is coming down, and it's like, it sounded like water. Yeah, there's something about, all you need to know is that you need to protect yourself during that time. There's something about Spirit, because the Six of Wands, if we look at this card, a person who is winning in life will always have people that don't like to see that. So all they want you to know is you learned a lot, okay? They want you to dive a little bit deeper into protection, into how to protect yourself from negative energy. They want you to dive into, like, yeah, there's something about, there's so much light coming to you, okay? There's so much good things coming to you within the next few weeks and months, but you have to be aware that the other force is also active, or the other signal is also active. And look at that, the Ace of Cups. That's new love, new energy. I'm hearing this is the beginning of your new chapter. And this new chapter begins with money, miracles, supernatural things taking place, your spirit guides really coming through and showering you with gifts, showering you with good energy, showering you with things that felt impossible, but they're possible. They are your reality now. All you need to do is, what have you learned when it comes to self-sabotage and people sabotaging you? How can you protect yourself better from that energy? That's all they want you to know, because this energy is lingering. Do you see that here? These people are having their time of their life. They're just dancing, and this sneaky energy is coming in to, you know, sabotage it. They can't, but they can disturb the signal. Does that make sense? So all they want you to do is to have more protection the next couple of weeks and months. Get crystals, cleanse yourself properly, pray like every evening, listen to protection mantras. That's all you need to do, okay? Everything else will come on its own. Spirit is saying there's so much. This is going to be one of the most beautiful chapters in your entire life, for you as well as for your family, okay? Because there's some type of, like, there's a huge blessing coming to you when it comes to your family, when it comes to your partner, when it comes to you meeting your life partner, when it comes to your reputation. Yeah, I'm hearing you will be the talk of the town because you achieved the impossible, or you achieved something that is like so big that people talk about it, or that you achieve. Yeah, there's something about people will talk about what you will be achieving. And again, I'm hearing because you might be exposed to a lot of energies. Do you see that here? And this person would have to protect themselves because somebody might be crazy in the crowd and wants to like push you from the horse. That's what I'm hearing. That's all you need to do. You need to make sure, yeah, look at that. You need to make sure that you are protected. The universe is already protecting you, but you know, keep your protection up or learn more about like protection energy, or learn more about how to protect yourself from negative energy. Learn more about what is, I'm also being brought to like signals from devices that send like energy. There's something going on here. Let's see, where's the Seven of Swords here? I'm also hearing every lie will be exposed. Okay, just as people would talk good on your name or would talk beautifully about what you're doing and who you are, you know, there will also be people who will be trying to spread lies. Yeah, there will also be people who will be trying to spread lies. And there's something about all this beautiful energy also comes with a darker aspect, which means, hey ho, you need more protection. Or there's an energy of like you might have more haters, you know, because if you rise to this success, may that be success in love, success at your career. For most of you guys, I'm seeing everything is coming to you at once. Love life, career, money, manifestation, angel energy, spirit guides, all of it. I'm hearing everything is coming to you at once. Now, if all this good energy is coming to you, as the universe is always balancing the scale, there might also be more haters or more people, you know, like lying and stuff like that because they feel like they're left out in the cold, or they feel like they're not doing as good as you. I know I talked about that in the other reading, but Spirit wants me to talk about it. So there's something about like, as you make your wildest dreams happen, as the impossible becomes possible, becomes your reality, as you are standing in front of the love of your life, as the money is really in front of you, as you share your riches, your good energy, your blessings with other people, you have to still be aware. Like, it almost feels like what Spirit wants to let you know, don't put your guard down just because everything is going great. Something about your guard needs to be up. Don't put it down. Yeah, because if you put it down, you are receptive to an energy that can possibly hurt you, okay? Or send you inconvenient energy. Yeah? Let me get one last card here. Yeah, because if you don't put your guard up, there's an energy of like, this energy can come through and hurt you again. There's something about don't let these people hurt you again, or don't let these negative thoughts hurt you again, okay? You already know how to deal with these negative thoughts. You already know how to deal with those dark energies, or Spirit wants you to dive into that, okay? Because they don't want you to get hurt again. Let's say this person is here, a lot of people love you, a lot of people look up to you, and then there's this one person that is crazy in the crowd and wants to throw you off your horse, and then you end up on the ground with a wound. This is not supposed to happen. Spirit just wants to warn you, keep your guard up, okay? Keep your guard up here. Ace of Pentacles, because there's something huge here coming to you. Look at that, the Ace of Pentacles, the crown. You're gonna feel like you're on top of the world. You're gonna feel like this is a freaking sweet life, but there's still bitter people out there, so you need to be aware of that. Don't put your guard down. All Spirit wants to let you know is don't put your guard down and listen to your body, because you will need these antennas to decipher if somebody's good for you or not, okay? Because you will have a lot of people around you. One last card here. Yeah. Some people have claws, and you need to be aware of people's claws here. Okay, pile number one, I'm hearing the next couple of weeks and months are going to be breathtakingly beautiful, because I had a hard time breathing, but it also feels like some type of disturbance that is trying to kill your vibe. So be aware of people and things that kill your vibe. Make sure that no 𝐵𝑖𝑡𝑐H is killing your vibe, okay? Don't be fooled by self-sabotage. Be aware of self-sabotage and make sure that you protect your family and protect your relationships or your friendships, okay? Because there's somebody who's salty, or there's a salty energy in the air. I don't know who this is. For others of you, this could just be your own mind, okay? You need to be aware of self-sabotage when all these good things come in. So keep that in mind, okay? Don't let anything, not even yourself, kill the vibe, this beautiful vibe that I'm seeing here. Especially when everything is going great. That's an even bigger reason for people to hate. Ooh, that rhymed. Okay, my beautiful pie number 1. I hope you guys like this reading. I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 2. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out, what do you need to hear right now in this very moment, okay? I'm going to channel the energy first, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? So give me a moment here, and I'm going to show you the cards in a second. Okay. The first thing that I'm hearing with you guys is you're sometimes a little bit too hard on yourself, okay? Spirit is saying you're already doing your best, and I'm picking up the energy that you sometimes put so much pressure on yourself to achieve more and do better, and you sometimes really beat yourself up for mistakes or things that you perceive as mistakes, okay? Or not being like a professional the first time you try something, okay? I'm picking up the energy that Spirit is saying you don't see yourself clearly. You see yourself as somebody who makes like a lot of mistakes, or you're asking, it almost feels like you're telling yourself you're doing something wrong. That could be true, but what I'm picking up here is because my philosophy is this and that can be true. Like two contradicting things can be true at the same time, depending on which angle we look at it, okay? So there's an energy of, I'm hearing you sometimes question yourself, your self-worth, or if you are capable of doing something, or why things are not moving as fast as you want them to. Yeah, because we have a snail here, you feel like for some of you guys, you perceive yourself as a late bloomer, or that you have not achieved as much as other people, okay? And what Spirit wants you to hear right now is don't be so hard on yourself. Beating yourself up or cussing yourself out or beating yourself up for mistakes is not going to bring you faster to your goal. In actuality, being kind to yourself and cheering yourself up and being your own cheerleader and talking positively to yourself and telling yourself, yeah, I fucked up, but you know what, tomorrow's another day and I'm going to conquer that day, or I'm going to get better. I'm going to grow into a better version, or I'm going to grow and I will make less mistakes 2 months from now, okay? That helps you way more than telling yourself like, look at you, you made a mistake, or things are not going as fast as I want them to. Or I'm also hearing, if you are a late bloomer, or you perceive yourself as a late bloomer compared to the people around you, Spirit is saying what they want you to know right now is, when you accept that you are a late bloomer and that your way maybe takes a little bit longer, or you are a little bit slower with progressing, okay? That's where you will find true peace. And I'm hearing that peace is going to take you really, really far, okay? Because I'm picking up the energy that here that you recently had a setback, or you perceived something in your life as a setback, or as something that something happened in your life that you perceived as a setback, meaning like, oh, now I have to deal with this, or I thought I would learn faster, or I thought this would go faster, and now I have to now, because maybe you told yourself in this year I want to accomplish something, but it looks like maybe you will accomplish it next year because something that was not part of the plan happened, is what I'm picking up here. There's something about I'm going through a setback, or I feel like this particular situation is holding me back, okay? Or an energy of like beating yourself up so much so that you really drain yourself. I'm picking up the energy when you talk negatively to yourself and you beat yourself up for mistakes, you are draining yourself, okay? And Spirit wants to let you know the more you replenish yourself, the more you are compassionate with yourself, the more you are kind and slow, okay? It almost feels like don't rush yourself. While other people maybe learn faster, and you might be somebody who takes a little bit longer with learning or takes a little bit longer with achieving. If you accept that you are a snail instead of a shark, I'm hearing that's when you find your own way, or that's when you I'm hearing that's when you find your own way, or that's when you see the beauty in the way a snail achieves their destiny, or, you know, arrives at their destiny. There's something about, this is who I am. I might be a late bloomer, or I might be a person who takes a little bit longer to learn, a person where it takes a little bit longer for me to manifest because I have a lot of negative thoughts about myself, or there was a particular situation that made you feel like, oh, god damn it, that's a setback, you know, this was not part of the plan. And now I have to deal with this before I can deal with what I actually wanted to focus on, okay? Spirit is saying, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? I'm hearing accept yourself, accept that your way is different, accept that you work differently or your path is differently. Okay, and don't compare yourself to other people. I'm hearing comparison is the thief of joy. I'm hearing beating yourself up is draining you. Instead of draining you, you need to replenish. You need to fill your own cup. You need to fill yourself with love. You need to fill yourself with compassion. And when you do that, you will see that you will bloom and blossom like a beautiful rose. Okay? It's almost as if somebody's trying to climb up a mountain. Like, I'm seeing you climbing up a mountain, but I'm also seeing another you that is watching you climbing up the mountain, and you're throwing rocks at your own self. Like, you should do better. Why are you so slow and stuff like that? And it almost feels like you make your own progress, or you make your own progress harder to achieve by beating yourself up. Because if you would just let this person climb up the mountain slowly, because maybe this person is more aware of their steps as they walk up the mountain, okay? That's where you will see progress, not when you throw rocks at yourself, okay? And tell yourself like, oh, you should be doing better, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Spirit is saying stop this negative self-talk, or almost like, I don't want to say hate against yourself, but it almost feels like you sometimes look at yourself and you're like, why am I not like the other people? I'm hearing God made you, now I'm being brought to Lady Gaga. I'm hearing God doesn't make mistakes. There's something about something that you perceive as a mistake, or that it's really hard for you to deal with mistakes when you do make them, or it's really, or it's really hard for you to just be kind to yourself in situations where maybe you compare yourself to other people. There's something about, Spirit wants you to stop being so hard on yourself, okay? They want you to love on yourself a little bit more, to give yourself a hug, to tell yourself, okay, today was a shitty day. I'm gonna try tomorrow, or I might have a setback. Things might progress a little bit slower in my life, but I'm still gonna achieve my dreams. Does that make sense? Because I'm picking up the energy that, interestingly enough, what I'm picking up here with you guys is that you thought that something about, I thought I would achieve this faster, or I thought my life would look differently, but it almost feels like I'm hearing you sometimes underestimate yourself or overestimate what you can achieve. There's something about finding the middle ground of, okay, I'm going to kick my own ass to do something, but I'm also going to be kind to myself and put my feet up and just breathe, because I need that right now, okay? Because I'm picking up the energy of like a horse that is being beaten by the horse rider. for the horse to go faster, but the horse might need a break. There's something about you might not be aware of that you need a break. Okay, that sometimes your negative thoughts creep in, or the negative thoughts about yourself or about your future creep in when you are really in need of a break, is what I'm hearing, okay? Let me cleanse the energy here. Yeah, I'm hearing a break is needed, or like a really good self-care day, a really good self-love day, or to practice a little bit more self-love, or what self-love actually means to you. To dive a little bit deeper into that, okay? Let me show you the cards. We have here artsy couple. I know this is my future spouse deck, but Spirit told me to use them today for some reason, so I read them intuitively, not pertaining the future spouse energy. We also have the Five of Swords here, and you can see like it's a very dark card, and he's looking at his own self-reflection with like anger. Okay. We have the Empress here. And we have the Snail here, which says, inner desire, set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty, or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. So the goals that you sometimes think you cannot achieve, they are within your grasp, but not maybe with the timing, or with the timing that you've planned. Okay, now I'm hearing a song by 𝘮𝑰𝑗. And I think the song is called Always on Time. And she said, I might not always, hold on, how does it go? I might not always be there when you call, but I'm always on time. And I gave you my all, now baby be mine. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. And I gave you my all, now baby be mine. And then he says, come on, get a grip, get it together. And it's like a little bit of a harsh energy when you talk to yourself like that. I mean, sometimes it's like, okay, I'm gonna kick my ass today. But sometimes you don't need a kick in the ass. Sometimes you need a hug by yourself, or you need some really loving words from your own self, okay? Just imagine the guy that is climbing up, or you climbing up this mountain, and instead of another you watching you and throwing rocks like faster, 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 and it kind of demotivates the person climbing up the mountain, right? What if the person that would stand in front of the person climbing the mountain would say, yes, you got it, you know, like, take a break, you're doing amazing, look at you, you're at least trying, you know, like, it's like good energy. I'm hearing good energy fuels you, and you need that good energy from yourself, okay? I'm also hearing you give a lot of good energy to other people, but this time around, you need this good energy for yourself, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. What Spirit wants you to know is what Spirit wants you to know today. We also have the Nine of Cups here, which brings me to a movie scene, okay? As well as Taurus. With the Nine of Cups, this brings me to a particular scene in Get Rich or Die Trying, where he had a huge setback. 50 Cent had a huge setback in that moment. Oh, there's also something coming through. If you have a departed mother or grandmother, this is the spirit that is talking to you, okay? It's a female energy. Yeah, it almost feels like it's a female energy. Maybe a departed mother or a departed grandmother is talking here. And this departed mother or grandmother, oh my God. Okay, give me a moment. She's looking at you with eyes filled with tears because you talk to yourself so negatively. And she just wants to hug you and tell you that only love will bring you to your goal. Love for yourself, love for your journey, a little bit of patience. She's saying she doesn't want you to talk to yourself that negatively. It hurts her to see this. Okay. she's also saying, or the spirit here that is coming through is also saying, a setback is never the end of the story. It's just a chapter. Okay, so whatever you felt like was a setback or a mistake, or something didn't happen on time, or the timing was off, like you told yourself, okay, by this time I'm gonna do this, but I'm hearing spirit has different plans for you. So there might be a little bit of a plot twist to what you think you want, or how everything is gonna turn out. Okay, I'm also hearing with the 9 of Cups. I'm hearing with the 9 of Cups, you know, like if you think about it, would you rather hear a person who speaks slowly to you with compassion, with calm energy, or would you rather have like a drill instructor next to you? It depends on the day, right? Sometimes we need a drill instructor. But this right now, in this very moment, you don't need a drill instructor. You need a hug from a loving female, or like a very nurturing energy. May that even be yourself. Okay. With the 9 of Cups, I'm picking up the energy here that something will be coming to you. I'm also hearing the right timing is around New Year's Eve or around the beginning of next year. There's something about what you want to accomplish or what you want to achieve might be coming to you around New Year's Eve, around Christmas, New Year's Eve season, okay, as well as the beginning of next year. But let me get a few more cards here. Let me get a few more cards here. I'm also picking up the energy. For some of you guys, there's a particular male energy in your life. That might be disturbing your intuitive flow. This is not for all of you. This is just for a particular person. This might be a person who's really harsh with their words. Okay, and I'm hearing you need a little bit of like distance. Not that this person is bad or anything, but there might be an energy where you really need some me time instead of being with that person who is always like pushing you and telling you do this, do that, do this, do that. You need a little bit of time for yourself is what I'm hearing, okay? You need this time for yourself to come back refreshed, kind of like when you go into a sauna, right? Or when you take like, when you go to like a massage or wellness. For some of you guys, Spirit is asking you to do that in case that is in your budget. You need like a really good massage or like a really good spa day, a really good sauna, you know, like because every time you come out of the sauna, for me, for example, I love going to the sauna. It feels like you're a newborn. But I'm also picking up for some of you guys, you're currently pregnant, or they're trying to warn you if you do not want to get pregnant. Okay, if you do not want to get pregnant, you have to make sure that you use protection because you are very fertile right now. Okay, for others of you, if somebody wants to have a child and you don't want that, set clear boundaries and let them know. Okay, for some of you guys, there might be a partner who wants you to have a child with them, but you don't actually want that, and you need to like be clear. Like, don't let other people's desires overtake your desire. There has to be a compromise between two people, okay? To find the middle ground is what I'm picking up here. And again, for others of you, you might get pregnant, okay? And if you don't want that, use protection. Let's see. What do you want pile number 2 to know? What's going on here? What do you want pile number 2 to know? Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. You need a break, pile number 2. You do need a break, for real, for real. Okay. You need a break. Okay, sometimes when I'm really, really overwhelmed, what I do is I have my heater right below my window, and sometimes I just lay in my bed and put my feet up. Even if it's just for 30 minutes, this is exactly what you need right now, because as soon as you have the spa energy around you, as soon as you go to that massage, go to that sauna, or just, you know, put your headphones in case you do have a partner, and just put your feet up, just, you know, for a few hours, you will come out of this stillness with clarity, okay? Do you want pie number 2 to know right now? And it's interesting because in pie number 1 I talked a lot and pie number 1's energy was super duper intense. It was beautiful, but there was something going on. But with you I start to speak in a more calm and slow manner, and even not as loud as I was talking in pie number 2. Okay, 5 of Wands. Yeah, look at that. Look at this, guys. I cannot make this up. I'm gonna show you the cards. Give me a moment. Bottom of the deck, the 8 of Cups. Yeah. For some of you guys, it might be time to walk away from a situation that is really, I'm hearing that is messing with your desires. There's almost this energy of like there might be a person in your life who wants something, or they want something from you, and it almost feels like not that they're forcing you, but they're forcing their own desires upon you to the point where you sacrifice your desires. Does that make sense? This could also be a friendship. This could also be at work, where you really need a few days off of work, although they told you like, yeah, you know, you need to work more or something along those lines. There's something about you need to defend yourself in a situation where I'm hearing I am important too, or I matter too, or my health is more important than your desire. My health right now is more important than what you want from me. My health is more important than work. My health is more important than your desire, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, for some of you guys, there's an energy of walking away from a connection and doing your own thing. This is just for somebody, not for everybody, okay? For some of you guys, you're going to work this out in case you are in a relationship, or this might just be not even walking away from them, but to just have like one day just for yourself, or a few hours where you guys don't talk to each other and you're just doing your own thing in case you are in a relationship, okay? This could also be pertaining to work, that you need 1 or 2 days off. This could be pertaining school, you know, that maybe you had like, I'm also hearing you have like a full-time schedule, and maybe you can find a day where you cancel a few things out of your busy schedule to just breathe, to just be here, okay? To just nurture yourself, put some rose water on your face, put some candles on, put some meditation music on, put your feet up, make yourself your favorite meal, your favorite dessert. As soon as you do that, you will see that the confusion in your mind will fade away, okay? Because there might be a lot of confusion here. I'm also picking up this energy of like, I need to be strong, I need to be strong, I need to be strong. But there's almost this energy of strength also means sometimes taking a break. Because if you are a wounded warrior on the battlefield, the most clever decision would be, okay, let me hide until my leg feels better, and then I'm gonna go back to the battlefield. Does that make sense? If you continue to fight, at some point you will break down. And that's where you will find yourself being weak. But taking a break does not mean that you are weak. It means that you are clever, that you are smart, okay, that you play your cards right. Okay, there's something about there's me time needed, or there's an energy of like, I choose me in this situation. I choose my health, I choose my well-being, and I choose my desires. Because I'm picking up the energy of like somebody who doesn't want to compromise. They just want to have their own way. Like I'm hearing my way or the highway. But that would mean you sacrifice your own desires, okay? even if it means only for that one day or in general, in case you are in some type of connection currently, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing slow down. I'm hearing, if it's possible, reschedule that appointment, okay? Don't pack your time schedule so full that you don't have time to breathe or you don't have time to sit or hear your own thoughts, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing you need a really good break to be replenished, to feel good, and then you continue. And your desires might be manifesting not on time, or what was the song? They might not manifest right when you want them, but they will manifest on time, basically. And for a lot of you guys, look at that, 8 of Wands. And for a lot of you guys, I'm picking up there's some type of manifestation coming to you in around Christmas season, around New Year's Eve, and the beginning of next year. That's when you will see big changes taking place, okay? When you maybe thought you would see them right here, right now, in this very moment, okay? Let me get a few more cards here. I'm also hearing if you're trying to get pregnant, don't be so hard on yourself, and maybe what your body needs right now is a little bit more attention, okay? I'm hearing less attention on work or less attention what other people want from you, or more attention on what your body needs and what your mind needs, okay? What your mind needs, what your body needs, okay? For some reason, I'm also seeing a white cat. So in case you do have a white cat or a cat that has like white fur or something along those lines, this might be a confirmation that you are, yeah, look at that. This is a very weird energy. It's the 5 of Swords again. Okay, it almost feels like somebody's trying to push something into your mind that is not, or again, this could also be you yourself, okay? But this also feels like where somebody doesn't want to compromise. Again, this could be work, friendship, relationship here, even family, it doesn't matter. And it almost feels like you are, Spirit is saying, is this decision because you really want to do this or because you want to please another person, okay? There's a strong need for you to reflect on how much you give to people or how much you sacrifice of yourself, okay? Or how you talk to yourself, okay? Would you talk to another person like that? And why do you talk to yourself like that, in case it is negative, okay? We also have here 555, and the angel number 555 usually stands for a big change here, but I'm also hearing something needs to change, or I'm seeing the angel number 555 here, and I'm hearing something needs to change when it comes to how much of what I do is to please other people, or how much of what I do is about me. There's like a balance between I give, but I also give to myself. I don't just give to other people, but I also give to myself, because yeah, there's a strong energy here of I'm feeling like, I don't know, there's something about, is it really a compromise, or are you sacrificing your desires in that situation, okay? You need to look at it a little bit more, okay? And I think there's a lot of clarity coming to you when you take a break. Okay, I'm hearing breaks can be very, very magical, especially when we try to accomplish something. A break can be the best thing. A break can make or break you, right? In a moment where we want to vent or want to scream, when we go into our room and calm down, we really avoid a lot of problems that would have been caused by us screaming at the other person. Does that make sense? Yeah, for some of you guys, I'm also hearing you will avoid conflict when you just take a break. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's something about... I'm hearing you need to defend your own desires, or you need to defend your health, or you need to defend yourself. I don't know why, but with the Death card, this almost feels like... because if I look at the Five of Wands, it looks like he needs to defend himself from these people. But this could also be like, again, that you need to defend your me time. There's something about this is time for me, or this is my desire. We can compromise, we can find, you know, like a compromise, but I'm not just going to fully give myself to you because you want that, or give all my time to you because you want me to work. Does that make sense? Because in order for me to, you know, properly function and do everything, I also need to take care of myself, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Look at how calm and peaceful this card looks. That's exactly what you need. Laying on a meadow, laying on grass and looking up to the sky. I'm hearing that's all you need right now. Okay. Look at that, because if you don't... Okay, if you don't take a break, you might find yourself just crashing down, okay? And we talked about health. So there might be some type of like unhealthy behavior that you have, especially when it comes to, do I please this person's desire or do I please my own desire? Or something about like, yeah, something about this is messing up with my health if I do that, or if I... sacrifice my desires of some sort here. Okay. I'm hearing the poison to the cure in this particular situation is focusing on health, focusing on yourself. Just for a few days, for a few hours, okay? What is the Strength card about the Four of Cups? Yeah, I'm also hearing for some of you guys, it's time for you to... Oh, look at that. The Two of Swords is usually a decision here. So I don't know if somebody was asking you a question. There could be an energy where you're trying to figure out if you want to stay in a relationship or if you want to go. Excuse me, if you want to stay at this job or if you want to go. If you want to stay where you are living or you want to go elsewhere or find a new roommate, okay? Again, Spirit is saying there's a lot of clarity coming to you when you take a break, okay? A lot of clarity coming to you when you take a break. You will know what to do as soon as you took that break. May that be a break for a few days, a few hours. You just listen to your body, how much time to breathe you need, basically. Okay, because I'm picking up the energy. Somebody might be asking you for something, or somebody might be coming to you asking you for a favor. And I'm hearing it's a huge favor and you have to decipher if you really want to do that or not, or if this really is to your highest good here. But for a lot of you guys, your spirit guides are saying they want you to reject. Because with the Four of Cups usually talks about rejection. So there's something about saying no to something or somebody is the right decision, is what I'm hearing, okay? Just for somebody out here. You can also ask your angels to send you a sign, yes or no, okay? Or to show you what is the right path for you in this case. And just let the answer come to you. But I'm picking up a strong no here. There's something about a no, or don't do it, or we're trying to tell you that you need to rethink that, yeah. We're trying to tell you, rethink if you want to stay in this situation or if there is a better place to be. I don't know what the heck that means. Okay, let me get one more card here. And I'm done, and then I'm going to read the card out here. Look at that, we have the Two of Cups. So this does concern a connection here, doesn't it? We have the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man here. Yeah, there's something about, I'm also hearing don't make a decision now, just wait it out. I'm hearing with time comes clarity, but there's an energy of like, reflect on the situation, reflect on that question, reflect on that person, that job, reflect on how much you have sacrificed of yourself. And I'm also hearing reclaim your life, or reclaim your, there's something about, I did so much for other people, I gave so much, I gave my heart, I gave my love, I gave my money, I gave my energy. And for a lot of you guys, you will come to that conclusion that, you know what, I gave so much to other people and it brought me nowhere, or it didn't bring me where I want to be. Yeah, your spirit guides are here. And maybe this time around, I want to make decisions that fill me up. I want to give my love, my energy, my time, my finances, my money. I want to invest that into me. Because the scale is unbalanced if it always goes to another person, right? And if you always give yourself to another person, it almost feels like you're becoming dry. Like if you have like a cup of orange juice and you always give it to another person, another person, another person, what if you are thirsty? Then there's nothing there left. Okay, it almost feels like, no, I'm gonna drink this orange juice now, because I usually give it to other people, and it's beautiful to help other people, but don't neglect yourself in that process. Okay, whatever that is tied to. I just want to get one more card here. Let me see, what is the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups about? What's the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups about? Can you give me one more card here? Okay. I'm also hearing, this is just for somebody particularly, okay? Take it if you feel like I'm hitting the core in your being. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, just leave it. I'm hearing false twin flame and real, true twin flame. Just for somebody out here, okay? We have the Nine of Wands. I'm also hearing, as soon as you take better care of yourself, there's also something about, yeah, that's interesting, because I'm picking up the energy here that for some of you guys, in case you are in a relationship, in a marriage, I'm hearing there has been a lot of conflict or a lot of tension between the two of you, not because you guys are not meant to be together, but again, this is just for somebody here who has like a really committed relationship and there's no toxicity in your relationship, or no, I don't know, because I'm being brought to like two energies. For some of you guys, you will notice that the person in front of you is not the real deal. They're just, I don't know, there's something off with that person. For others of you, I'm picking up here that your relationship will really, really benefit from you taking care of yourself, because there's something about you're getting your glow back when you go to a spa, to the sauna. It's not about looking good, or it's not about being beautiful, but you will be more sexually attractive to your partner when you take better care of yourself, which will bring more passion, more romance, more flirtatious energy. Is going to build up between the two of you, because you are more balanced, more calm, and less tense. Okay, and there's this magnetic attraction that you will have when you are in front of your partner and you just came from a massage, from a sauna, or when you just listen to meditation for a few hours. Okay, you're gonna see that your partner is more attracted to you. Okay, there's gonna be a lot more kisses and a lot and a lot less conflict between the two of you. And again, for others of you, you have to reflect upon relationships and how you want to move forward with that person, and if this is really the right decision for you, and if this is a real compromise, or if this is you sacrificing your desires. Does that make sense? Again, this could be work, family, friends, whatever, whoever. Okay, with time comes clarity. All you need is a few days, a few hours of stillness, peace, quietude, a good spa energy. Okay, and I'm hearing, and then you will know the answer. May that be a yes, or may that be a no. Okay, one last card. Yeah, we have the Hangman here again. It almost feels like stop, pause, and reflect. Don't move into anything too fast is what I'm hearing, okay? Spirit just told me to cleanse. Give me a moment and then we're gonna read out the card that came out for you, okay? I need to get a new Palo Santo. Hold on, I think I want to do this. Yeah, now it looks a little bit, you see, it's like you need this cozy energy is what I'm hearing. What you need right now is cozy energy, okay? So, the card is number 16. Okay, so let's see what's up. We have here inner desires. Okay, that's the card. I'm also hearing puppy love. Don't know why. For some of you guys, you might want to buy a puppy, and I'm hearing you might think if you have enough time for that puppy. Okay, just for somebody out here, or you recently purchased a puppy or bought a puppy here. So it says, awaken your heart to the reality that you can experience more love and blessings. Be clear about what you are working towards so that you can make empowered, deliberate choices. You can create what you truly desire, but you need to be brave enough to declare those desires and vulnerable enough to align your self-worth with what you truly want. Once you are clear on your desires and they are, Once you are clear on your desires and they are directing your choices and actions, things will unfold accordingly. Stay focused on your present and release the need to know what lies ahead. Stay in your heart and aligned with your intentions. Abundance can show up in your life in multitude of ways, from monetary gain to energetic surpluses and creative opportunities. When you stay open to unexpected possibilities and focus on your desires, you allow the universe to match this vibration and pour blessings over you. One more thing that I want to say, for some of you guys, you felt like you finally want to be with the love of your life. Okay, because I picked up that, love song by Ashanti and 𝘮𝑗℉. If that's the case, okay, and you have been a little bit like conflicted about that thought, all Spirit wants you to do is take care of yourself like a king or like a queen, and they will come to you. The more you take care of yourself, the more that you glow from within and without, or like from the outside, the closer you come to the love of your life. Not when you beat yourself up, not when you talk to yourself negatively, but when you treat yourself with love, when your whole body is filled with love, so much so that you are a magnet for love. Okay. This large mollusk, I sounded Russian. This large mollusk, I think that's snail, symbolizes an awakening to love. It is also connected to many sacred ceremonial religious practices. In ancient tribes, these shells were used as currency. It has been said that if you are attracted to the cowrie shell, you may be relating to the ocean spirit of abundance. The spirit connects to the vast possibilities connected to desire. It is thought to be a very powerful representation of protection. For some of you guys, that something is not manifesting right here, right now, could be that it is for your highest good, okay? For some of you guys, and you will know later on why it didn't happen when you thought it would happen, but it happened unexpectedly around a different season, a different time, a different day, okay? I'm hearing it will all make sense in the end. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2, I hope you guys like this reading. I love you guys. Take a break, okay? Your grandma told me to tell you to take a break, or your mom, or your spirit guides in general, in case you are not thinking about a departed loved one. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. Okay, let's find out. What do you need to hear right now in this very moment? Give me a moment. I need some chapstick here. Okay, it's so funny because your card, or the card that came out for you, also shows lips. So that's really funny here. Okay, I am going to channel the energy first, and then I'm going to show you the cards, okay? And then we're going to talk about it. So what do you need to hear right now in this very moment? The first thing that I heard for you guys is the flow and the structure, or like a balance between going with the flow and a balance between structuring and organizing yourself, okay? I also heard out of sight, out of mind. So there might be an energy here where Spirit is saying you have forgotten about something that you wanted to do and they want to remind you. It might literally be like you forgot to do a payment, you forgot to check your emails, or you forgot to send an application. There's something about you might have forgotten about something that you wanted to do, and Spirit wants to remind you, hey, you wanted to do something here, okay? This out of sight, out of mind, to me also feels like you had a wish or you had a desire, but it kind of got lost in the sauce because you had so much else to do, is what I'm hearing, okay? Or so much else happened to the point where you forgot to change your diet, or so many other things came that you had to focus on, and then you forgot about, like, oh, I actually wanted to go to the gym, I actually wanted to change my diet, I actually wanted to do this, I actually wanted to do a vision board, I actually wanted to do, there's something about Spirit wants you to remember something that you wanted to do, but you forgot about it because it might be like a piece of paper or like a note that you put somewhere in the corner and you forgot about it, or you wrote something down and you forgot about it, but it's significant for you to look at it again. Okay, or again, this could also be you forgot to pay a bill or look at a particular email, or to call on time, okay? You know, like, please send us, you know, a reply by the 9th of October, for example. This is what I'm picking up here. I also heard, don't run away from what is good for you. Okay, so Spirit might be wanting you to, yeah, there's something about Spirit does not want you to run away from something that might be good for you. There's something about, nah, I don't want to do that right now. Although you know that if you would do it, you would see a lot of progress. I'm also hearing, what would happen if you focus all your attention and all your energy and effort on one thing? How your life could look like within the next 6 months if you would just push through, basically, with that idea, that plan, that commitment, that change. Okay, there's something about Spirit is saying you mastered to go with the flow, with the universe. I'm actually being brought to, in case you guys are familiar with astrology, there's usually a south node and a north node, and I'm being brought to south node in Pisces and north node in Virgo, because Pisces energy is all about going with the flow and taking it easy and just, you know, like letting the day happen without any particular plans, you know. We're just letting things happen in your life. But this can also be turned into, yeah, your spirit guides are here, this can also turn into a life without structure, or a plan without a plan, or a plan without structure, or like almost as if it can also create chaos. Okay, whereas only organizing and only structuring can easily turn into a control freak who doesn't know when to go with the flow. What Spirit wants to talk about today is that you very much learned to go with the flow, but now it's the time for the other side of the coin. They want you to, there's something about they want you to focus again on something, or to gain back your focus, or to train your focus, or to train your discipline of some sort. Okay, there's something about you might be a lot in your imagination, or you might have had like a lot of cool days recently, going out, meeting people, dating people, talking to people, or an energy of like being out and about and being here, being there and stuff like that, and really enjoying life. Which is beautiful, you know, because we need both energies, not only working or focusing, but we also there's also an imbalance when we only go with the flow and only do things that we like. So this might be an energy where Spirit is saying it might be time for the things that you don't necessarily enjoy, but you know they're good for you. Okay, so we have here, these are my future spouse cards. I created them myself. I know they're pertaining to a future spouse, but I'm reading them intuitively. Okay, so this is not about your future spouse, but this card says your sexual energy is attracting your future spouse. Okay, so I'm actually only going off the image here. We also have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, I suppose. Okay. And the Knight of Cups is very much like, the Knight of Cups loves romance, loves flirting, loves to think about love, loves to do things that are fun, creative, just going with the flow, wherever the wind brings me. Just watching the leaves drop. It's a beautiful energy, but again, one can also get lost in imagination, can get lost in just dreaming, right? And then we have the Chariot here. Again, these are the two energies, structure and going with the flow. Okay, there's something about bring those two energies back into balance, or Spirit is also saying Spirit is also saying you might really enjoy life right now, or the last couple of days were really, really fun, but now it's time for you to really focus so your life finally moves forward, or you finally move into the next chapter of your life, if that makes sense. Okay, we have Scorpio here, which is the 8th house. We also have the Lovers card here, which also talks about balance, right? The yin and yang energy here, as well as back on task. Okay, that's what the card looks like. And it says, be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine-tuning. Okay, so there's something about sitting yourself on your desk, or sitting yourself down with a book, or something about like your spirit guides are literally saying let's move forward, because you might be a little bit dreamy, which is beautiful. We need that. In order to manifest, you need to be dreamy. Or you need to have that dreamy energy. But it's almost as if like oh, that's also, I'm also hearing maybe you got hypnotized by a person. Or this could also be, if you tell me I don't really resonate with that energy, this could be that for some of you guys, you might find yourself being very, very hypnotized by a person in the future with the Lovers card. Okay, you're going to be so in love, you're going to be so mesmerized by this person that Spirit is warning you like, hey, it's beautiful to have sex and date and, you know, be mesmerized by this person and look at them and just be in love and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm hearing don't forget the things that you need to do, okay? Or they might be warning you like you will soon fall in love, but make sure that you falling in love is not overtaking you know, like work, or is messing up your focus, messing up your discipline and stuff like that. Okay, this could also be a future message that might apply to you within the next few weeks and months. Okay, but let's get a few more cards here. What do you want pile number 3 to hear right now? What's going on? The 5 of Swords. Let me shuffle them. There's also an energy of like not being too focused on there's an energy of not being too focused on sex and romance and love and stuff like that, and be more focused on achieving goals. Or I'm also hearing something about yeah, it almost feels like I'm picking up the energy here of, hold on, let me get one more card. Let me get a few more cards before I speak here, okay? What do you want pile number 3 to hear? Because for some of you guys, I'm not sure if you are currently in a connection or you will be in a connection in the future. But again, this might, like, Spirit might be asking you, like, hey, we know that you are in love with this person, but there needs to be some type of balance, okay? Something that I'm hearing. What do you want pile number 3 to know, Spirit? We have here the King of Wands. Yeah, this very much looks like being mesmerized by a person. I'm also hearing not to look on another person's plate, but to focus on your own. Okay, so there might be an energy of, for some of you guys, you might be looking at, I don't know how to explain that. It almost feels like, yeah, I'm hearing you might be a little bit all up in your head because of a connection, or you might be a little bit all up in your head, and I'm also hearing your imagination can turn into negative thinking or being stuck in your head of some sort is what I'm picking up here. It almost feels like instead of thinking about it, just do it, or there's something about don't overthink it is also another thing that I'm hearing, okay? For others of you, this could also talk about don't overthink that situation, go with the flow, but find a balance between going with the flow and having structure, but overthinking doesn't help you in that situation, okay? That's interesting. Give me a moment. I want to look at the cards properly here. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of Swords here? The Death card. Interesting. And the Nine of Wands. That is some very weird energy, to be honest with you, as usual. Look at that. The Ten of Pentacles came out too. And the Ten of Swords. Huh. Give me a moment, pile number 3. We will have to dig deeper as usual. Yeah, look at that. If we look at this card here, wow, now this brings me to Harry Potter with this magic mirror. Whoa, oh my God. Okay, in Harry Potter, do you remember that scene where Ronald or Harry was looking into the mirror and he was missing his parents? And this was like a magic mirror that would show you what you want to see, but it was a little bit of a dangerous mirror because this mirror was such a beautiful reality in that mirror to the point where you wouldn't want to leave the mirror. Does that make sense? I'm being brought to, like, this is what I'm picking up here. There's something about Spirit wants you to change your focus. There might be an energy of yeah, for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy. You might find yourself being in love, or yeah, there might be a significant connection coming to you within the next few weeks and months, where some of you guys, you will be falling in love, or you might be currently in love, or there might be an energy where you are, there's something about being mesmerized by something. This could also be the TV or your phone, okay? Because I'm being brought to, like, screens. So it could also be the mirror. It could also be like being too much in front of the mirror, almost to the point where you see every, like, imperfection in your face. And if you would have just looked into the mirror for like a few seconds and saw yourself like, oh, I look cute, I look beautiful, let me adjust my hair, instead of standing in front of the mirror and looking at every imperfection is what I'm picking up here, or looking too much on your screen to the point where you stumble upon something, or when you look on your phone and then you miss your train because you were so mesmerized by that, or when you watch TV or like a soap, to the point where the whole day goes by and I'm hearing and nothing changed. So for a lot of you guys, I'm picking up the energy that you want things to change, or there's an energy of really wanting to see progress, but there might be something that is like hypnotizing you in your life, and Spirit wants you to to realize what is hypnotizing you to the point where it's making you inactive or passive. Okay. For others of you, this could also be like being caught up in your dream world when it could actually be reality if you just took your first steps. And then for others of you, there could be an energy where you will fall in love soon. You will be so mesmerized by a person to the point where you cannot think clearly. I mean, it's like, you know, beautiful to fall in love, but it almost feels like Spirit is saying like, hey ho, you know, hey ho, you still have some stuff to do, okay? Yeah, there's something about find a balance between love and work for some of you guys, okay? Because I'm picking up the energy, and we all went through that, right? Being crazy in love. Somebody's going to be crazy in love very, very soon here. And again, there's something about like, okay, keep your sanity, okay? We don't want to do the same mistake that we did in the last connection, where we neglected other stuff that was important and we were so mesmerized by that person, okay? And then for others of you, there's an energy of like, don't look too long into the mirror, almost to the point where you like see every imperfection, and you kind of like, I'm hearing it was beautiful, or like your picture was beautiful. You know those memes where it says like, when you take a beautiful picture and when you look at your picture for too long, all of a sudden you look ugly. That's what it feels like. If you look at something too long, or like seeing all kinds of imperfections, and I'm hearing all of that doesn't matter. So there's something about you might be focusing on small stuff that doesn't matter compared to what really matters. Okay, may that be imperfections, or may that be like, yeah, I'm hearing you focus on small things that don't really matter at the end of the day. Okay, they want you to regain your focus, regain your discipline, regain your balance, and focus on what is actually going to bring you further, okay? Didn't I say they might want you to take out a book? For some of you guys, they might want you to read a book, or there was a book that you bought and you didn't read it, is what I'm hearing. For some of you guys, you bought a book, it's in your room and you didn't read it, and Spirit is saying, start to read this book. You might find out something really, really beautiful as you do that. Okay. What is the message for pile number 3 today? What's the message? I'm also being brought to like goddess energy, because I just said, what's the message? And she has like an accent. Her name is goddess energy, and she usually talks a lot about like connections and stuff like that. So there might be a very significant connection that Spirit wants to talk about, or they don't want you to lose yourself in a connection because you're so in love. This is just like, hey ho, don't make the same mistake as in the last connection, okay? Let's see. What do you want pile number 3 to know? What's going on? The Emperor. Yeah, the plan. Didn't I say to have a plan without having a plan? Okay, Spirit is basically saying your life is not moving forward right now, or not as much as you would like it to, because you need more structure. Okay, there's something about you need more structure, or more structure you will really, really benefit. I'm also hearing more structure. Exactly. There's something about more structure will also bring you more mental clarity, or if you have more structure in your life, you will find yourself less mentally conflicted, or yeah, because we talked about you might forget about something, but if you have written it down in your calendar, you would have not forgotten about it. Does that make sense? There's something about if you write things down, or if you make a better plan, or if you plan the day ahead, it will really, really help you, because then you will find yourself not being too late, or forgetting things, or you know, like only focusing on one thing of some sort. Okay, just take what resonates here. Let's see. One more card. The 6 of Swords. Let me see what that is about. What in the world is going on here? There's also something about Halloween that I'm picking up here. Is somebody going to a Halloween party? Oh my god, that's cool. I'm seeing somebody going on a Halloween party. Or you might be surprised that you will have a date on Halloween, or you will go on a Halloween party with a date or with somebody that you matched online. Okay, for somebody out here, this is just a side note. There's a lot of random things coming through here. Okay. But interestingly enough, if you look at this card, he has a destination and he's not letting these creatures disturb his focus. Okay. I'm also hearing don't fear change. Or for some of you guys, you want change, but you also are a little bit scared of it, and Spirit wants you to look at why you're so scared of change. Okay, where that fear comes from. Okay. Wow, that's also interesting. That's very, very interesting. Give me a moment here, okay? Wow. For some of you guys, I'm picking up here. Yeah, absolutely. And we have the Knight of Cups here again. Okay, for some of you guys, you will find yourself in a connection. I know it's a lot of random messages, but just take what resonates. And when all these scenarios take place, I hope you have my voice in the back of your head, giving you that advice. For some of you guys, I'm also picking up the energy. You might find yourself that you will meet a person, okay? You will meet a person that you are mesmerized by. You know, you're hypnotized by this person. You're very, very attracted to them. And I'm hearing you want to approach them or you want to go on a date with them, but then you will find yourself, that's what it is. We talked about it, the mirror and looking at imperfections. So this scenario that I'm picking up here is like, you will meet somebody, you're super duper mesmerized by this person. They're beautiful. They have a beautiful energy. It feels good to meet with them. But all of a sudden your insecurities start to creep in. So before you go to that date, you look into the mirror and you look at every imperfection and stuff like that. And then you're insecure if you even want to go on that date with that person, although you are destined to go on that date with that person. For some of you guys, there's an energy that somebody might be approaching you, okay? Because if I look at this card, this almost feels like, or always feels like, something's coming to you. Okay, for some of you guys, this is just, you know, like preparing you for a particular situation where somebody will come to you. This might be business, might be romantic, might be platonic. And you will be so mesmerized by this person to the point where you will look at all the imperfections that you have, and it will kind of make you feel like maybe I shouldn't go there. Okay, and Spirit wants you to not think too much about your imperfections. This person was firstly attracted to your energy, to your smile, and not the pimple on your face or something along those lines, because I'm hearing somebody's going to freak out or have negative thoughts about themselves because they look at themselves and feel like they're not perfect enough for this person. Okay, but as soon as you talk to the other person, go on that date, go on that meeting, you will also find out that the other person is not perfect. Okay, there's something about don't put people on a pedestal. Okay, we all have flaws, we all have imperfections here. Okay, well, this could be a general message. If it's not tied to a person, it's just in general that you might be a little bit like insecure about a situation because you perceive this other person as perfect, and Spirit wants you to know that nobody's perfect and we all have flaws in different ways, which means you don't need to hide your flaws and you don't need to be perfect in front of that person because they also have their own flaws. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Let me get one last card here. Why is the Justice card here? The Two of Swords. Yeah, there is an energy of... I'm picking up the energy that Spirit wants to warn you or make you aware that in the future there will be a particular situation. I don't know what exactly this is about, okay? Where you would have to make a decision. Do I meet with this person or do I not? Do I go to this interview or do I not? Do I participate in this or do I not? And your mind would tell you don't do it because you think you're not good enough. But as soon as you do it, you will see that it was you will see that this was the right decision to go there and meet this person or talk to that person or that it was the right decision to not throw this plan away, but to move forward with that plan. Okay, there's something about like setting a time, setting a day, and then you ask yourself, should I go there or should I not? But it's only your insecurities or your belief that perfection is real that is stopping you here. This could also be the reason why you might be procrastinating to do something, because you believe that perfection is real when perfection is not real, but growth is real. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. One last card here. Why is the King of Wands and the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles? Look at that. It almost, do you see what's going on here? It's like a voice in your mind that would tell you you're not good enough, don't do it, or this person is too good for you, or you're not capable enough for this, or you cannot look at that. There's like there's like thoughts in your head, okay, about like, but these are like these thoughts are, and if you look at this, look at those two cards, listen, look at that. She has on one shoulder she has a devil, on the other shoulder she has an angel. Listen to the angel, don't listen to the devil. Listen to the loving voice in your mind. Listen to the loving voice. Don't listen to this harsh voice in your head. Listen to the voice of love and not the voice of hate. Okay, this is somehow tied to a particular, this is somehow tied to a decision that you will be making about how you want to move forward with a project, with your life, with a person, with a date, okay, whatever the heck it is, with a plan. But there's something about people or somebody out here procrastinating because they feel like they're not capable, or they don't have everything that they need. But if you wait for things to be perfect, you will never begin. That's what I'm hearing. Begin where you are, or just let the situation unfold. Okay? Yeah, I'm hearing don't back down. Continue with your plans and just do it. Or meet with that person, okay? Or go to this meeting, or start this new journey. The Four of Wands, excuse me. Okay, and I'm also hearing again, if you have more structure in your life, you will also have less mental confusion, is what Spirit wants to let you know. Okay, and the Four of Wands for me really feels like a meeting with a person here. Okay, it feels like a meeting with a person, or this could be again you dreaming about something beautiful, but you're scared to start because you're scared to fail. But failure is part of the journey. Failure and success go together here. Okay, and I'm also hearing learning by doing and not being perfect from the beginning. And people fall in love with energy and not with, you know, like, of course, attracted to how a person looks from the outside. But at the end of the day, it's your energy, okay, that people like about you. Or a vibe that you give off. Page of Swords, yeah. It almost feels like instead of just thinking about it, try it. I'm hearing try it. Look how it goes, because I'm picking up the energy. I really feel like it doesn't have to be a date with a romantically, but it could be, okay? But I'm picking up the energy of like, instead of thinking or making up scenarios in your head, oh, that's what it is. Instead of making up scenarios in your head, particularly with the voice of hate or with the voice of negative self-talk, just let it happen, because what you think in your head can be an illusion. It's not the real deal, right? The real deal is when you do it, when you try it, when you grow and stuff like that. And your mind can tell you all kinds of scenarios, but the real deal is when you are in front of this person, when you do this, when you try this out, when you start doing something. There's something about explore that which you are drawn to. And I'm also hearing go into that situation without any without assumptions. Spirit is saying go into that situation without assumptions. You might be surprised that the outcome is completely different compared to the negative voice in your head. Okay, whatever this is pertaining to. Okay, my beautiful pie number 3. I hope you guys like this reading. I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.